just absolutely blown away by the clarity of the water here. I just can't wait to get moored up and do a little bit of fishing. This is a weird one, Coggenhoe Lock. You've actually got the water pouring over the top of the guillotine lock gates. Looks like you could just ride straight over the top of it. That's the Dev's got the giggles. That's the first lock of the day done.
Yeah.
Doddington Lock.
Oh gosh, and it's a little bit chilly today.
Yeah, the old
middle of
temperatures
August,
dropped.
and oh my gosh, yeah.
And we're heading for
Wellingborough.
Yeah, going to see if we can get moored up at Wellingborough for the weekend. We're on the second of our friends of the River Nene Moorings. These ones are at Ditchford. Absolutely fantastic. Yeah, have a look at these. Yeah, there's room to get about 4 narrowboats along here, and no roads near you. Over there, there's some skiing lakes, and they do water skiing with the power boats and that, but absolutely beautiful. And it's all thanks to these guys. So you pay your £12 a year membership, and for that you get to moor at 9 of their sites. They maintain them, obviously keeping it clear of nettles and weeds and mowing the area. Behind me is the lakes that they do the water skiing and that on. And I just love these type of moorings. The solitude that it offers. I could just stay on these week after week after week. Love them. Now yesterday when we was at Ditchford Moorings, got a phone call and an impromptu visit from Ian and Linda, friends we've made since we've been on the boat, and they've just bought themselves a narrowboat, and there was 2 things that we'd run out of, and unfortunately he brought me bread and not gin. So, but a fantastic looking loaf, so we're now going to slice into this and see what it's like. Right, so let's just cut her straight down the middle and see what she looks like. Wow, that looks nice. Everything's still level. 4 nice equal slices. Sandwich time. Well, we've just left the Ditchford Moorings on the Nene, friends of the River Nene Mooring, and we've got approximately a 10 mile cruise up to Thrapston, and there's a water point there, and there's also some more friends of the River Nene Moorings. So we'll get to Thrapston and spend a couple of days there.
Yeah.
That away. Right, first lock of the day is Ditchford Lock, and looks a little bit different to the ones we've done. Yeah, so rather than a guillotine as such, this is more like a curved barrier that comes down. Yeah, so obviously works on the same principle as the guillotine, but we're coming up to a very narrow arch bridge, which won't be a problem, but I bet this is a nightmare just here when you've got, because we're going downstream. So we've been on the Lechlade arm of the Thames before, where there was a very narrow bridge opening and the current just drags you through. You're at the mercy of the current. Yeah, so got through that okay. Just weren't sure whether he was, once we got through, whether he was turning left or right, or port or starboard. Yeah, so here's the bridge. A little bit noisy with the water. We're in Earthlington Lock. Seems a little bit deeper than the other ones we've been in. Yeah, so we're now at Lower Ringstead Lock, and if you need any bits and pieces, there is a marina, Willy Watt Marina. Now, although Deb's up the front doing the guillotine lock, the water level behind is actually higher than the lock there, so there's a lot of overflow. So we're letting water out of the lock, but we're still getting a lot come into the lock over the top there. Got an activity group behind us, a load of youngsters building rafts. I wouldn't mind having a go at that myself. Right, we've had all types of weather today. Got my waterproofs on because the heavens just opened, but as you can see, sun on my face, sun's blazing again. So we've now got a guillotine lock, which Deb is at, and it looks a little bit different than the ones we've done. So let's take a look. So we've got a manually operated guillotine, a big flywheel on there, and we've got a spin to lower the lock. Good thing with all these locks, if you're unsure, the instructions that are on the locks, providing you just read it, take it all in, makes it very easy.
Mark having a go. Boys and their toys. It's actually going down. Hold on. Yeah, it's actually going down quite quick. A lot quicker than when you press the button.
Just over there in the distance, I can see a little green and white sign, which should be the Woodford private mooring sign. And more absolutely fantastic moorings. Yeah, so these are the Woodford moorings. Again, 3 to 4 narrowboats squeezed in, but you've got room to breast them up. We're now at Ditchford lock. That's the second lock of the day. Not sure what the other lock was. There was a hire boat, family of about 12 on there. They'd already got the lock open, so they said they'd do all the gates and bits and pieces, so we had that done for us. But the same as this lock, it's a manual operation one with the big flywheel, so you get a little workout. And there's Debbie now doing her tricep, bicep, deltoid workout. Remember, no pain, no gain. Hurry up, this camera's heavy. Now just there is the busy A14 that I seem to have spent half of the last 20 years travelling over at silly o'clock in the morning, and then coming home you'd be rushing across this bit, desperate to overtake that last lorry before you got to the slip road, because then you'd be back on single carriageway and stuck behind him all the way to Peterborough. Now I know from experience of driving over this area where we're now going through does flood in the winter. Obviously not now. Yeah, so we're now coming into Thrapston, and according to Pearson's guidebook, there should be water point and 48-hour moorings. Watch this space.
Right, we just went through that archway and Mark has actually just reversed out so that we can actually go to get some water and more. Not very well thought out. But he done it.
Yeah, so these are the Thrapston 9 Arches Visitors Moorings, Environment Agency moorings. All the info you need there, and you've got a water point as well. There's the bridge that we come through. Now I don't know whether you can make out, but that arch there, we actually got the boat through there before we realised that the water point and the moorings were here. So there's not a great deal of room there, but we managed to reverse it out and through to where we're moored up now. And Bonnie and Alfie are happy because they're out in the grass. Where are we going, Deb?
We're actually on our way to Corby. I can't think what it's called. Adrenaline Alley, to see our grandchildren.
Yeah, it's a big indoor skate come scooter park, so yeah.
Special day.
Looking forward to pulling some 360s. I've actually been warned by Deb I'm not allowed to have a go on anything, in case I injure my fragile bones.
But we are really looking forward to seeing our grandchildren and our other daughter, of course, obviously. And we're being picked up by our other daughter, so it's one big happy family day.
Meet you when we get there. Well, how are you coping with this, missus? First time in a car since January? It's a little bit quick.
I'm in the middle, so I can actually see.
60 mile an hour.
Yeah, 60 mile an hour.
I feel like we're doing about 10 Gs.
Go fast, Daddy Johnny.
Right, now going to try and locate the grandkids.
done it. It's not that fast.
Right, here we go. Come on, boys. I'll show you how it's done.
It's sandals as well.
Yeah. I need my Scooter LA with my laser slalom track.
He's off, yeah.
Oh!
Oh, you got it.
Did you get it? No, because I panicked.
So you missed it.
It's got a graze. Oh, they don't want you doing it anymore.
You were like starving. Everyone was like,
They don't want to see you.